you know. Yeah, I'm talking about an all-out party and we're getting it started. Mr. President, you mind some electric guitars? Yeah, it's a party every week, baby. That's right, I'm in the house. Shook it up just a little bit. Brady, I'm your man.
Yo, Brady, what you playing there?
Oh, I'm playing Majora's Mask.
Oh, Majora's Mask, huh? Can I see that for a second?
There's a Cory in the House game?
Back in the day when portable games were a lot cheaper to produce, Disney had Game Boy Advance and DS games based on tons of their live-action shows. Lizzie McGuire, Zack and Cody, Wizards of Waverly Place. The Game Boy Advance game for That's So Raven even won Nintendo Power's Most Painful Game of the Year award. Believe it or not, that game was created by Vicarious Visions, the studio behind the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane trilogy. You know, there's a time to make something cool, and then there's a time to get a paycheck. These games were often created by many different developers, anyone that was up for hire and available at the time. Scalar, if you remember that game studio, Behavior Entertainment, was a similar case, developing tons and tons of licensed games, including the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody games.
So, who even made this?
Handheld games.
No, I mean the company.
No, like that is the company. Like, they're called Handheld Games.
It doesn't even sound like a company name.
Yeah, I don't know.
They never really made a whole lot of games to begin with, well, at least according to their Wikipedia page. I can't speak for how thorough this is, but yeah, they did a Green Eggs and Ham game, a Nancy Drew game, there's a Power Rangers game. Yeah, there's not really much more than just a handful of licensed games under this company's belt. I guess they did make some mobile Ratchet and Clank game in 2005 though. I had no idea that was even a thing, but yeah, apparently this company made it. Okay.
So have you ever actually watched Cory in the House before?
Yeah, every now and then I would watch it.
I've actually never seen it. Literally all I know about the show is that it was a spin-off of That's So Raven, right?
Okay.
And it ran for only 1 year. And there's some internet meme where people say it's an anime or some shit.
Yeah, dude. Cory in the House is my favorite anime.
I don't. Okay. So, why don't we get started then?
Well, we'll start with the game. You mean the game?
Yeah, we're starting the game, yo. Big funny joke, big name, boy. If your favorite anime, that'll be real fun, won't it? 9.3 on Metacritic. Hey, mine. Check it out, baby.
Oh lord, that character model, jeez, oh man. Yeah, that ain't too flattering. Difficulty options too, that's weird. All they do is just make the minigames slightly less forgiving. Not really harder, just you'll have to restart after less failed attempts. I don't know, it's kind of pointless. But yeah, the game starts up with Cory Baxter talking to his dad. Cory mentions how he won a toy designing contest with his bobblehead design. He plans on selling them all and making some big bucks on them. Sophie then comes in and tells Cory that she traded the entire box of his bobbleheads for a cell phone. So the first half of the first chapter involves Cory gooning around the White House trying to find his box of bobbleheads. All it really involves is just walking around, talking to NPCs, and sneaking past Secret Service agents with some extremely simple stealth mechanics. You just push the duck button and slowly walk by. It's nothing that exciting.
Music.
Brady, you're supposed to say something about the music.
Well, that's all the line says, it's just music.
Well, then make something up then, I don't know.
What's up with this cruddy music in this cruddy game?
What do you like, this really bad hip-hop beat with the anthem or whatever?
Yeah, it's like someone got a dollar store piano and then just went to the mic.
You just spat all over your
Yeah,
head.
I did. That was really gross.
I really don't know what's up with Cory's running animation either. It looks like Captain Ginyu swapped bodies with a penguin and is trying to figure out how to go. For some reason, when Cory's health is low, he does what looks like the Naruto run. Shit, maybe this is an anime after all.
Hey, Dad, can I have some French fries? Cory, I think you should have some vegetables.
Oh my lord, his dad's savage. John Baxter's a dick. I don't know.
Whoever the hell you are.
I don't know what his name is.
He looks like he farted in public.
Cory's dad then gives you your primary weapon, Kishkaz. I googled that and it's some made-up pastry from the show, I think. Either way, you'll be throwing pies in people's faces to slow them down as they try to run after you. Once Cory finds the box of bobbleheads, we then head to the mall to try and peddle them to shop owners. This is where the game becomes gratingly tedious. It's just fetch quest after fetch quest after fetch quest. Every store owner wants Cory to do something for them first before they agree to sell the bobbleheads, and it only ever consists of walking to another area, picking a thing up, and talking to someone else, and then walking all the way back. And that wouldn't be so bad if this game wasn't so freaking wordy. People just never stop talking. I love how the character portraits don't even match the character models. Like, a lot of times you'll walk up to a dude and talk to him, and then the character portrait will look nothing like him. Every chapter then ends with a jam session between Cory and his friends. It's literally Elite Beat Agents, except really bad. The timing hardly even goes with the music, and the spacing between the numbers does not reflect the timing you'll have to tap them with either, which really screwed me up because I freaking love Elite Beat Agents, and I play the crap out of that game, and I'm really used to it, and then playing this version of it that just doesn't have any rules anymore and is really bad, God, it's terrible.
So that's Osu in Japan, right?
Yeah, why?
Well, I mean, like, you better mention it or you're going to have like 70 people in the comment section saying, you didn't know what it was!
Well, Brady, just because I don't have like a piece of info in the video doesn't mean like I didn't know about it or that I forgot. You know, these videos get pretty long. I can only fit like so much in them, you know?
You forgot to explain what Cory in the house was.
Brady, I think the people watching this video already know that.
You sure about that?
Fine. Cory in the House is a Disney live-action comedy show that aired in 2007, got canceled after one season and 1 year. It was a spin-off of That's So Raven, and they live in the White House because his dad's a chef for the president or some shit. I really don't know. I've never watched this show.
I have.
Then why didn't you do this part?
The second chapter begins with Cory going to school just to find out everyone's been hypnotized. Stickler, I'm guessing this is like the dickhead rival character from the show, he accuses Cory of using his bobbleheads to hypnotize everyone. Apparently that's what's doing it, is the bobbleheads. That's hypnotizing I don't know. Obviously Cory had no part in this, so Stickler and Cory team up to figure out what exactly is going on. And yeah, this is pretty much what you do for the rest of the game. You just walk to the objective marker while avoiding hypnotized people that are trying to get you. You can throw pies at them to stun them, or use some other gadgets like memory loss spray or pen oil slicks.
Oh god, it's like zombies ate my neighbors.
As you navigate the school, there's gonna be some dumb mini games you'll have to do. The hacking mini game is really dumb. You literally just push the buttons the game tells you to do. Yeah, that's good mini game. There's also this wire mini game where you connect the wires to the wires that the game tells you to. Again, it's just that you just do what the game says. This may as well just be Simon Says. The one you get at the start of every chapter involves tapping the arrows to navigate the streets. Like, what is this? You're tapping buttons to walk down a road and it's over in 5 seconds. Like, how is this a mini game? This is not a mini game. The only one that could even be somewhat considered a game is the Spy Fly one. Cory's got this robotic fly that he'll remote control and fly through vents into other rooms to open doors and stuff. You'll drag around a cursor on the touchscreen to steer where you want to fly to, and you can fire projectiles. You just fly forward and dodge stuff. It's kind of like a shitty Star Fox.
You know, this is like kind of the closest this game gets to like being a game, because like other than this, just walking around and just sitting through way too much dialogue. Like, Jesus Christ, this is a wordy ass game. No one ever stops talking.
I don't want to play this no more.
Oh, what, Brady? What, are you bored? You're not having fun playing your fun anime game? I thought this game was really good. You know, 9.6 on Metacritic after all.
What?
Yeah, the user score on Metacritic is 9.6 on this game.
Why?
Because it's a good game. You after you've actually played this, you probably hate this joke now.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I don't like this no more. It needs to stop.
Hey, and if anybody who reviewed this game actually played it, they wouldn't be giving it 9.6.
As you progress, you'll unlock other weapons like pen oil slicks and memory loss spray. They all pretty much do the same thing as the pies, but it's just kinda harder to hit things with them, so I don't really see the point of them. There's some enemies where you will have to use certain ones to defeat, so I guess, you know. You can also collect money to upgrade your weapons, make them stun enemies for a little longer, or you can spend it on some new clothes instead, which is what we did. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, low poly Cory looks pretty good in some low poly threads.
Doesn't even sound like they're in pain. It's like, rah! It sounds like your uncle when you're at like a family get together and he jumps around the corner. He's like, rah!
Wait, he's gonna get you.
Oh,
wait,
shoot.
hang on. Get out of there.
I can't. I'm stuck.
You can't go around him?
No.
He's draining your health. You're okay. Wow. All right, so you can just get stuck between a wall and an enemy, and then you're just screwed. Real good game. 9.6 on Metacritic.
So it turns out this evil toy maker mad scientist guy is the one behind hypnotizing everyone, so you head to the Capitol building to try and stop him. Here we actually start to see some new enemies, like wind-up teddy bears that don't move when you look at them, just like Boo's from Mario. We also got these penguins, some dolls. Wow, yeah, it took them long enough to stop using the same 4 human characters over and over as enemies. Anyway, you have some dumb boss fight with them where you put oil on the ground and wait for them to slip over it like a bunch of times in a row, and then you win the game and get the credits.
So I guess that's it. That's the end of Cory in the House on the DS. What'd you think of that, Brady? Did you like it?
I think that it was one of the worst choices I've ever made.
What, agreeing to do this review with me?
Yes, I would rather go and do dishes for 15 hours and have my hands submerged in soggy old food dishwater than play a game like that again for like 3 hours.
See, you didn't like it then.
No, I did not.
No, it really is just another, like, pile of garbage Disney shovelware title. Like, it's just so much dialogue and walking and doing nothing and bugs and glitches and frustrating. Like, man, it's a garbage game. And it was only 2 hours long, but it felt like some of the longest 2 hours of my life. God, it's so bad.
Well, you're still going to be getting comments from people being like, oh, this is a really good game.
Oh, because the meme or whatever, you know.
Yep.
It's something that's awful is worth defending if it's worth a laugh, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, I think after playing such a shitty thing like that, I am going to go play some Kirby Robobot.
Kirby Robobot.
Brady, what are you doing?
Don't you dare! Ever! It's so Kirby in front of me! Don't even say things like that! How dare you!